Hello, my name is Harry and this is Learn English with British Harry. I have taught thousands of students from all across the world, and teaching vocabulary is something which I really enjoy because it really helps my students. Now, do you find yourself using the same words repeatedly? Simple words like easy, nice, scared, or amazing. Well, in today's lesson, you're going to expand your vocabulary with alternative words to give you a wider range of options to express your thoughts fluently, professionally, and with confidence. I have created a fantastic ebook for you. It's completely free and it contains 5 amazing tips to help you to improve your English quickly so you can start speaking English confidently. The link to download this free ebook is in my description below. Firstly, remember there is nothing wrong with using simple words. Native speakers use simple words all the time, but knowing these vocabulary words will help you to express yourself more fluently and you can add more color to your conversation. Easy is most commonly used as an adjective. It modifies nouns and describes something that requires little effort, is straightforward or stress-free. Simplistic. This is something that is overly simple and often ignoring important details. His explanation of the issue was too simplistic, failing to address the real complexity. The report offers a simplistic view of the problem which won't help in finding a solution. So the solution may be something that is easy, but it's too simplistic. There isn't enough detail to help to solve the problem more efficiently or in an innovative way. Elementary. This means basic or fundamental. It's often used in formal or academic contexts. Understanding fractions is an elementary part of learning mathematics. His knowledge of the subject is still at an elementary level, but he's improving. Another word to use instead of easy is effortless. This means when something is done with ease, grace, or skill without showing difficulty. Her performance on stage appeared completely effortless, captivating the audience. He makes running long distances look so effortless, but it takes years of training. I'm sure you know someone that is very good at doing something and it just looks effortless. I know when I look at some YouTubers making their videos, it looks so effortless, but I know that it takes a lot of work. It's not easy. So effortless is when something is done with ease. Trivial. This means something that is very simple or insignificant, often unimportant. For example, the issue was dismissed as trivial, not worth further discussion. Or, although it seemed trivial at first, the mistake caused serious problems later. So this is something which seems very simple. Maybe you are working on a project and you notice a problem, but it seems very trivial. It doesn't seem very important because maybe it's something which is very easy. Maybe you are talking to someone and this other person only enjoys deep conversations. So if you are trying to make small talk, this other person may think your conversation is trivial and unimportant. Maybe it's too easy for this other person. So this is the meaning of trivial. Another word to use is straightforward. So straightforward is when something is simple, clear, and easy to understand or do. For example, the instructions for assembling the furniture were surprisingly straightforward. It's a straightforward plan that shouldn't take long to execute. So if you are a DIY enthusiast and you like to buy furniture, It's such a nice surprise when the instructions are easy to follow. Sometimes they're not, and you end up having to watch a video on how to put the furniture together. So that's the meaning of straightforward. Amazing, amazing. This is primarily used as an adjective, and it's a very, very common word. There is absolutely nothing with using this word amazing, but sometimes it can be overused. So it's nice to know some alternatives to use instead. Some that you could use. Firstly, you can use exquisite. Exquisite. This means very beautiful or carefully made. For example, the vase was an exquisite piece of craftsmanship admired by everyone. Or she looked stunning in her exquisite evening gown. So you could say she looked amazing, or you could say she looked exquisite. So it's just adds a bit more flavor, and it expands your vocabulary by using this word. I love using this word. Another way to describe something that is amazing is to use sublime. Sublime means extremely beautiful or excellent, almost perfect. The orchestra delivered a sublime performance that captivated the audience. So the orchestra, their performance was amazing. It was sublime. The view from the cliff was absolutely sublime, with the ocean stretching into the ocean. Next up, extraordinary. Extraordinary. This means unusually good or impressive, and far better than normal. She has an extraordinary ability to learn new languages quickly. The rescue team made an extraordinary effort to save the stranded hikers. Another good word to use is magnificent. Magnificent. This means very impressive, grand, or beautiful. The palace was magnificent with its golden domes and marble floors. The sunset over the hills was a magnificent sight to behold. Lastly, we have impeccable. Impeccable. This means perfect with no mistakes or flaws. His suit was tailored to impeccable standards. The chef's skills were impeccable, and every dish was flawless. So these are some really nice words to add to your vocabulary. So next time you want to say something amazing, catch yourself. If you're able to, write down that sentence. You can even make a voice recording on your phone. It can be in your native language, and then you can translate it later. And you can choose one of these words to replace it with, and this way this reinforces the learning. Excellent, really good. You're doing really well so far. Now let's look at the word nice. So this is primarily used as an adjective. It describes something pleasant, kind, or enjoyable. An alternative to nice is amiable. Amiable. This means friendly and pleasant to be around. The receptionist was so amiable that she instantly made us feel welcome. He is known for his amiable personality, always smiling and kind to everyone. So this word is going to impress other people that are listening to you. If you're telling a story about someone and you say, "Oh, that person was really nice," instead of saying nice, you can say amiable. So it just adds a bit more color, a bit more detail about this person. Because yes, they were nice, but they were also friendly. They were very pleasant to be around. It made that experience more enjoyable. We've had instances before when we've gone to a receptionist and they haven't been helpful. So if they are amiable, it makes you feel good. They give a really good representation of the company as well. Affable. Affable. This means easy to talk to and friendly. She was an affable host, making sure all her guests felt at ease. His affable nature makes him popular among his colleagues. So he is nice, but it's more about his personality. He's very friendly, and this makes you feel comfortable in this person's presence. Gracious, gracious. This means kind, polite, generous, especially to others. She was gracious in accepting the award, thanking everyone who supported her. He was gracious enough to forgive the mistake and move on. So, yes, she was nice when she accepted the award and she thanked everyone else, but she was gracious because she was nice, she was kind, she was polite, she was generous. She could have just been selfish and said, yes, I won the award because I did an amazing job. But no, she's being nice to other people. She's being gracious. She's thanking other people. Compelling, compelling. This means very interesting or powerful, holding your attention. The documentary was so compelling that I couldn't stop watching it. So yes, the documentary was nice, but why was it nice? It was nice because it was compelling. It was very interesting. She made a compelling argument that convinced everyone in the room. Sometimes, if you're watching a movie or a TV show about law and there's a lawyer in court and they make such a compelling argument, they have all the facts, all the figures, and they're able to string together a story to convince the jury, the people that are having to decide whether the person is guilty or not. But the lawyer is very compelling. Exemplary, exemplary. This is a nice one to say. This means outstanding or serving as a perfect example. Her dedication to her work is truly exemplary, setting a high standard for everyone else. The soldier was recognized for his exemplary bravery in the field. So this is outstanding, something which is outstanding or a perfect example. Next up, we have funny. Funny. This is primarily used as an adjective. It can describe humor, something strange, unusual, or even suspicious, depending on the context. We can use this word amusing instead. Amusing. This is something that makes you smile or laugh, often light and pleasant. For example, she always has an amusing story to share at parties. So the story that she tells, it makes people laugh or smile, and it's not too serious. It's a light story. Hilarious, hilarious. This means extremely funny, causing uncontrollable laughter. The comedian's performance was absolutely hilarious. The audience couldn't stop laughing. I found the movie hilarious, though some people thought it was over the top. So if you watched a comedy movie, instead of saying it was funny, you could say it was hilarious. So it was very funny. Witty, witty. This means showing clever and quick humor, often intelligent and sharp. I like to think I'm witty, but I'm not sure if I am all of the time. So, for example, you could say his witty remarks during the meeting had everyone laughing and thinking at the same time. The play was full of witty dialogue that kept the audience entertained. Facetious, facetious. This is also another great word. This means joking in a way that's not meant to be taken seriously, often with a mocking tone. His facetious comments during the serious discussion didn't go down well with everyone. "Oh, sure, because solving world hunger is so easy," he said in a facetious tone. So here he's saying this in a bit of a mocking tone because he knows that solving this problem is not easy to do. Entertaining, entertaining. This means enjoyable and engaging, often in a fun or amusing way. The new play was highly entertaining and the audience gave it a standing ovation. His speech was not only informative but also surprisingly entertaining. Next up, we have brave. As an adjective, this can mean to show courage and the ability to face fear, danger, or difficulty without being overcome. The firefighters were incredibly brave during the rescue mission. As a verb, this can be used to face or endure something difficult, dangerous, or unpleasant with courage. For example, he braved the storm to deliver the package on time. Instead of using the word brave, we could use the word courageous. Courageous. This means showing bravery in challenging or dangerous situations. For example, the activist was courageous in standing up for her beliefs despite opposition. It was a courageous move to challenge the status quo in a public way. So the status quo is something which is normal and accepted. So to be courageous is showing bravery in a situation which is not easy. It could even be very challenging or even dangerous. Valiant, valiant. This means displaying determination and bravery, often in the face of great challenges. Despite the overwhelming odds, the team made a valiant effort to win the match. Her valiant fight against injustice inspired many in her community. Fearless, fearless. This means completely unafraid even when facing danger or risks. The journalist was fearless in exposing corruption, even at great personal risk. His fearless approach to innovation revolutionized the industry. So to be fearless means to be unafraid, even when there is risk or danger. So it's going after what you want and being brave. Daring, daring. This means to be bold and willing to take risks, often in a courageous way. The architect's daring design pushed the boundaries of modern construction. Her daring escape from captivity became the stuff of legend. So to be daring means to be willing to take risks. Maybe you are thinking of changing careers or relocating to a different country or doing something which is against what other people think you should be doing. But to be bold, to be daring is to go ahead and take those risks. Heroic, heroic. This means extremely brave, often involving self-sacrifice or great risk to help others. For example, the nurses' heroic efforts during the crisis saved countless lives. His heroic actions during the fire earned him a national award for bravery. It's very good practice to connect a few of these words together. For example, if I was eating a meal at a fancy restaurant and I tasted some of the food and I said, "This food is extraordinary, it's exquisite." So it feels really nice to start connecting some of these words together. I recommend watching this video a few times, maybe writing down these words in your book and start to practice. The more that you can practice and try to challenge yourself. Say today, okay, I'm going to use 2 of these words today. This will really help to reinforce the learning and improve your vocabulary. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please click on the like and subscribe button. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next lesson. Have a fantastic day. Bye bye.